Hey, what's up? It's your boy Young Machete, and today I want to talk about is Post Malone even a rapper? The term rapper's just been thrown around so loosely in this day and age that it sometimes feels like it hits certain artists that don't actually meet the criteria of a rapper. So now I guarantee that at the end of this video, I will have changed your mind if you disagree with me on whether or not Post Malone is a rapper. Call my bluff. So this topic has actually been bothering me since like 2014 when I saw that August Alsina made the cover of Double XL Freshman, and at first this really bothered me for a long time actually. But then eventually I made peace with the fact that Double XL's goal isn't necessarily to just get rappers on their platform, but just to put on hip hop artists in general. And I was right. But the debate didn't actually end there. Even in recent years, I've been seeing so many posts and so many conversations about people debating who's the biggest rapper to come out of the 2010s, and Post Malone's name keeps coming up and making appearances. Even with trusted hip hop sources like Everyday Struggles or The Breakfast Club, like even them, they be having these debates. And even with them, Post Malone's name keeps popping up, and this never made really sense to me. I just couldn't get it. Now, I'm not some type of old head who chooses not to acknowledge the fact that singing rap is a thing in hip hop. Of course it's happening, and of course it's really blown up ever since people like T-Pain and Drake pushed it into the mainstream. It's really taken the world by storm. You even now have a whole generation of rappers who are building entire careers off of this sound. I'm talking about your Lil Uzi Verts, your Roddy Ricches, but I feel like this is actually where the confusion comes from. I do acknowledge the fact that people like Lil Uzi Vert and Roddy Ricch are rappers because they're kind of in the middle of the spectrum. They kind of do both sides. I see the music as basically 50% good melodic singing and the other 50% actual rapping. You can actually see their talent as rappers. Even with somebody like Drake who dropped Scorpion, basically what he did, he had a whole A side that was for the most part just rap and a whole B side where a big portion of it was just singing. He kind of tried to balance the equation. But my biggest problem with Post Malone is that I don't feel like I get that same balance in his music. For me, it really feels more like an 80-20% or a 70-30 ratio, with the larger side obviously being him singing. And please, if you disagree with me, please go listen to Hollywood is Bleeding and tell me I'm wrong. I literally re-listened to the entire album before making this video just to reassure myself of these claims that I'm making. And personally, I would even go as far as to say I'd consider somebody like Bryson Tiller a singer rapper way before I'd consider somebody like Post Malone. Because with Bryson, he actually has a lot of songs where you can tell he went into them thinking, you know what, here I just want to rap, nothing else. No melodies, no singing, no harmonies. I just want to spit bars. And my point is that I don't feel like Post Malone has enough rapping in his discography to actually hold the title of a rapper. And if you still think I'm wrong, look at somebody like Ed Sheeran for an example. I happen to be a big Ed Sheeran fan, so I know his music really well. And I know that with every album that he drops, he always has a minimum of 2 or 3 songs where he's basically just rapping in and out. But obviously, this doesn't necessarily put him in the white rapper conversation. Nobody's bringing up Ed Sheeran's name when they're talking about white rappers. And even somebody like Beyonce, she does rap in her music. We actually have heard her rap in her music quite a lot of times, honestly, but not enough for her to actually hold the title of female rapper. Nobody's bringing up Beyonce's name when we're talking about female rappers. So why is Post Malone considered a rapper? Well, I feel like this goes back to the fact that the public doesn't necessarily want to overthink issues like this. Nobody actually wants to put real thought into who's a rapper and who isn't a rapper. If it looks like a rapper and it acts like a rapper, then it's probably a rapper. End of discussion. And if you still think I'm wrong, this all actually still brings us back to the conversation that was brought up by Tyler the Creator earlier this year when he won his Grammy for the best rap album, despite not even making a rap album in the first place. And this is because the public doesn't really want to put too much thought into it. As far as the public is concerned, if it's made by a rapper, it's a rap album, regardless of what it actually sounds like. End of the discussion. Nobody wants to overthink anything. So my chat is that, in my personal opinion, and I honestly hope I changed your opinion, in my personal opinion, Post Malone is not a rapper. And just as a side note, I recently saw that 6ix9ine song Gooba actually fell off the top 10 on Billboard only after like 2 weeks of being there. Do you guys think that's actually confirmation that nobody actually cares that much about his music? Everybody's just more concerned about his trolling and his presence, not necessarily his music. I don't know what you guys think. And feel free to tell me in the comment section below how right or how wrong you think I am. I want to build a discussion around this.